What's good, Huey P?
What's good, Bubba Peace? What's down?
So, I'm just chilling, man. I feel like we were talking about some good vibes before when we were in the car, and I'm at this place where I'm wondering how do we get our people on the same page? You know, it's like we got different things politically. We got all this socio stuff. You got the dopest artists. You know what I mean? You traveling, doing your thing, but it's like, how do we leverage the music to get to the people?
I feel like we gotta let ego die, pride die, and be more accountable in ways, and hold each other more accountable too. Cause I feel like if we held each other accountable, like if I see you messing up and I correct you, and you can accept the criticism, cause you know it's coming from a good place, we can all grow like that. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people, they don't like accountability. It make you uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? But that's how you grow. Be in an uncomfortable position. No Diddy. What? No Diddy, you hear me? We gotta keep it G on what's good. You hear me?
I didn't think that, bro. No. My goodness. But yeah, that's what it is. Cause when I think about just even when it comes to building, I mean, you see I got the football, you know, we in Colorado, shout out Shador.
That's my ex-love right there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this is an affair right here. I don't think it's an ex. It's like I got this.
No, I let it go. I let it go. I had to let it go. I loved it too much. I had to let it go.
And that's a beautiful way to be, because at the same time that it's like we have all these things that we're gifted in, the Most High is always calling us to be who we're meant to be. You know what I mean? I didn't ever think, for example, playing football as a kid, that I would end up doing martial arts. I didn't even know anything about the Black Panthers, if we're talking about it. Like, I didn't learn until, what, 20, 21, 22, something like that?
Oh,
yeah. How old are you when you were learning about the Black Panthers?
Shit. I found out about them when I was trying to figure out my rap name. For real. Like, I'll never forget, I was in my apartment. I'm sitting there, I'm like, my name is Mr. K.I.D. I'm like, it's cool, but I need something else. So I started searching like people who was famous, you heard me, from my city. I'm like, ain't nobody famous from Monroe. So I'm searching. I come across a couple NFL players. I see some Playboy bunnies. I'm like, man, I don't want this. Then I end up coming across Huey P. So I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, the Black Panthers. I heard about the Black Panthers before, but I didn't really know what it was. And then I was like, damn, he co-founded it or whatever. So then I started like diving into his life, bro. It was weird. It was like, damn, it's like I'm reading about myself. Shit was crazy. I'm talking about like, and then I was dropping music already, and then my music lined up perfectly with what his message was, and that shit was like, it like blew my mind. Then his name rhymed with mine. It was like K.I.D, Huey P. It went perfect. So I was like, damn, that shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I found out. We should have. I taught in school about it, but you know that don't happen.
That's not what's good.
I like the way you did that. I like the way you did that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
They don't want us to know anything about ourselves.
Nah, fast.
No, it's like I mean, if we talk about it, I had to ask my mom in my 20s, you know, what's my pop's name? You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Imagine if there's all of us here in the U.S. specifically, and we don't even know our own fathers. It's like, what's that about? Because for me, as soon as I asked my mom who my father was, that's when I actually got to know who I am, you know? Like, I found out his mother was a Black Panther. And when I started to think through things, I'm like, you know, I never really saw myself as a leader growing up, but the more that I was in college and exposed to people who kind of needed maybe encouragement or upliftment, something positive, people started to say, hey, you should be the vice president of this student organization. And I'm thinking, okay. And fast forward a few years, and I come back to Denver, I'm learning about myself, my history, and it just became clear as day. I'm like, I'm supposed to continue something that maybe took a pivot. Because when you think about the Black Panther Party, the free food program, all the negativity that was surrounding something that was meant to help our people, it's like hip hop is just the continuation of community organizing. You know, people are done turning in voting cards and all of that. Everybody's everywhere politically. But the thing that most of us are on the same page with is hip hop. You know, you either like listening to it, or I don't know, maybe you're just in a bubble. But for me, hip hop is the education that we're missing inside of our schools. So how do you leverage your music when it comes to informing people about the issues that you feel are the most important?
I feel like when it comes to the issue, well, you know, my music, I talk about all that stuff. You know, I just like to talk about real raw music, and I like my slogan is to make people think again. Like, that's my number one thing with my songs. Like, at the end of the song, you thought about something. If you thought about it was a bar, if that's what you took from the song, like, oh, it was a crazy line, I like that. But mostly I'm going for the message. Like, you gonna get some type of message if you listen to my music. And I mean, I get that from like Tupac, bro. I love Pac. So it's like, you know, just growing up as a kid, like, he influenced just his fearlessness, how smart he was at his age, how he moved, you know what I'm saying? It was just very inspiring to me. And then the older I get, and I was in college, like, I really dived into his music even more again and re-listen. Cause you know, when you're a kid listening to stuff, it's almost, you just like it cause the bops, I get around. You know what I'm saying? You just round and round we go. You know what I'm saying? You vibe with it cause it's a bop. But then when you get older and you start listening to
the lyrics.
Yeah, like, I can't even listen to Dear Mama. Like, if I hear that, it's gonna mess me up every time. Mm-hmm. Every time. Like, then I lost my mom, and like, my mama had me at an early age, so it's like, I grew up like, I was her kid, but like her best friend too. So it's like, I hear that song, boom, hit me every time. I like, you know what I'm saying?
I 1,000% feel that. You know, if you're open to it, can I ask how old your mom was when she had you?
16. She got pregnant at 15, had me at 16.
And you were born in 92?
92, yeah. The best year.
So check this out. My mom, she had me at 13, or had me at 14, and then had my brother at 15, and then I was born in 93.
Right there.
Yeah. So when you think about Monroe, Louisiana, and all the different conditions that were going down in early 90s, all the different things that were going down in Oakland, early 90s. You got Tupac doing his thing, and his message is coming to Louisiana, it's coming to Texas, it's coming around. And that's the beauty of hip hop. It's like we were both sucked into this reality where our moms, I'm assuming that your mom listened to Pac, but it's like,
yeah, of course.
So it's like our relatives exposed us to something precious at such a young age, and then we ended up becoming, to some effect, that thing that our moms loved. And that was always the thing that connected me and my mom too. It was the music that she just used to listen to, whether she was sad, because I heard so many of those breakup songs, bro, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know what to think about it as a kid. You just see them like kind of sad, and you're like, well, you all right? But there's that empathy, and then things kind of change to where it's like, well, what am I supposed to do with that? I might have felt connected to my mom back then, but what is my responsibility? And I'll open this up to you as well. What is our responsibility knowing that our mothers were influenced through music, and then how does that carry to us as artists? Well,
I feel like the responsibility is just being a good man at the end of the day. Like, I'm pretty sure that's the main thing. Like, your mom, my mom, rest in peace, we want to see from both of us is just becoming the best versions of ourselves we could be. So I don't even think it's too complicated. I think that's like a simple thing. It's really just on you. That's the thing. Is you gonna do the work to become that best version of yourself? A lot of people don't want to do the work. They just want instant gratification, or instant success, overnight success. It don't work like that. Like it took me. I've been doing music since 2013, December. So you do the math. It's 2026. About to be 13 years. I didn't hit my big stage till year. The first big stage I hit was year 11. And I watched so many people give up. Like, I know so many artists that was way colder than me. Like, shout out my boy Visuals. His reaction to my song had me turned up, cause I love seeing that. Like, oh shit, like this nigga hard, like he can really spit. You know what I'm saying? But I know so many, bro. I've been doing this shit so long. I know so many people that's like, I tell them, bro, you go harder than me. I'm talking about you hit these, you like, yo, what the fuck? But they lack the work ethic. They don't want to do nothing. They feel like they don't have to do that, put the work in and stuff. And it's like, I look at myself like, damn, I'm not even as good as you. Like, I was a football player, like hustling ass nigga, like so weed and shit. I wasn't thinking about rapping for real. I used to rap, getting high, freestyling, but I ain't never think I was gonna, like how you said, I never thought I'd do martial arts. Bro, if you'd have told me in high school, bro, you gonna be rapping, traveling, I was like, man, you gonna get the fuck out of my face. I'm going to the NFL. Straight up. I'd have cussed you out and been ready to fight.
Whoa. So we gotta pause on that. What positions were you playing?
Linebacker, safety, strong safety, kick return.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said, how fast were you again?
Oh, at 4.3 speed.
Can you imagine a 4.3 safe or linebacker?
I'm telling you, I was nasty, bro. I was like, everybody say, bro, you was the game changer. You like how the game is played today, how they want speed. I was like the first of that kind. They used to call me a hybrid, cause they like, yo, they like, yo, this motherfucker can go play safety and cover over the top, and then he could get in the box and bang out with the lineman and smack the running back and fullback. So, yeah. If you know, you already know. I was a dog. MVP, 4A, Louisiana. You know we're a football state, so you don't get MVP in Louisiana being a chump. I'll just say that.
What was your favorite college football team to just watch?
Oh, I used to love University of Texas.
Huh.
UT. Like, I remember. Yep. And you know what's crazy? I got invited to his party last year and I had to miss it. I was so mad. I was like, I had a show. I said, damn, every time I want to do something I want to do, I got a show. Oh, hold on, my mic fell. Blooper. There ain't no blooper.
Oh, we just
keep it G.
We gonna keep it $150 with them. You see what I'm saying? We drop it, pop it, roll. Yeah, you know, growing up, I used to watch, for whatever reason, a lot of LSU. And even when I used to play on...
It's so funny because I'm not like a big LSU. Like, recently over the years, it's like, I rock with them because they my home state. But it's like, growing up, bro, I'm not even gonna lie, I used to be like, LSU. I could not stand LSU, bro.
Is it a personal thing or was it just something you were
It was like, it was really more of a personal thing because they reminded me of the school in my city called West Monroe. And they was the Rebels. And it's just the way they was trying to move their program how LSU did, and we hated them, so it was just like a. But at the same time, it's like like in Louisiana, bro, it's like almost blasphemy to hate LSU if you from Louisiana, like too. So I wouldn't just openly like all the time, like. But if you talk to me about it, I'm gonna say, man, fuck LSU. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, you know, I rock with LSU. Shout out LSU. I rock with them now. Shout out Flage.
When I was playing Madden, I had this really weird process because I was never the guy that would make the players like all 99 and do that type of stuff. My weird obsession was I wanted to play in franchise mode and I wanted to basically draft the players from NCAA and just make my own version of the Raiders. all the time. So if we had a good quarterback like Rich Gannon, I wouldn't worry about grooming a quarterback or whatever in the college game. But if we needed a quarterback, I'd just make somebody dope in college, get them from high school, have a dope season after season, draft them by the Raiders, trade whoever I needed to trade to make sure that the cap was solid, change the price of the jerseys, the popcorn. I loved building the perfect team from scratch. And when I think about LSU, for whatever reason, in the final times that I used to play NCAA and Madden, I have to get a PS5 now, because I mean, Raider Nation, I feel like Mendoza is coming. I feel like we finally gonna replace Carr. That has bothered me. That whole story, it bothered me when Gruden, I just got a call for what it is. Trading Khalil Mack, that was dumb.
Shout out Khalil Mack, that's my friend, homie.
Like, Khalil, I mean, he was the perfect guy. You have your defensive guy, you have your offensive guy, and even if Derek Carr is not like a Brett Favre or something, he's still, to me, he was a good enough quarterback. I call him a good quarterback to just win whatever you needed to win. You get a good defense, everything is good. But anyway, going back to LSU, I used to love drafting their receivers because they always, for whatever reason, had the perfect talent, whether it was speed, height ratio, somebody that could run routes. And that's kind of why I started playing with LSU. That is until I went to K-State. And I just was like, all right, every time I'm gonna be a Wildcat, even if our football team ain't that good sometimes, I'm like, I'll just be a Wildcat, whatever.
Why K-State?
What's that?
I said, why K-State?
My mom, so she got married to a soldier out there, so they used to live in Fort Riley.
Oh, okay. Man.
Yeah, so it was only 20 minutes away. First semester I stayed with them, and then second semester I just lived on my own.
That was it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I think it's this unique thing because, I mean, college, it exposes different people to different things. So as soon as I got on campus, one of the things I was trying to do was make friends. Yeah. So at that point, 2011 it would have been, I was using Fruity Loops, trying to get the beat making down.
Yeah.
Definitely focused more on beat making than writing at that point, but I still was writing my lyrics, and just, I had to figure out my flow, and that took a really, really long time. But with the beats, it's like I had enough beats to start reaching out to people, and I was like, hey man, like y'all wanna rap together, blah, 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 blah. And that was how I was making friends in the first year or so at K-State. And it was cool, but I feel like I had to make a decision in my heart. It's like, are you gonna study and kind of do what you need to do? And plus I was in ROTC for 2 years, so that ROTC took a lot of my time, but it gave me the work ethic and leadership that I needed for future stuff like this. But yeah, in general, going to college is really about making friends, and I think you kind of learn what vibration you're on based on how you interact with certain people. Because, you know, certain people are a little bit egotistical. Bless you. And I want to revisit that really specifically, because we were talking at one point about the what does it mean to just collaborate, you know, as opposed to I'm this big so you should give me this amount of respect. What does it mean when you just are in alignment with somebody or a solid team, and it's like we gonna come together and make it together?
Yeah, I feel like that come with finding your tribe and just using your discernment to network with the right people, because I network with so many people all the time, and so many people tell me, yeah, I want to work with you, I want to do this, I want to do that, and then it come down to work and it's always some BS, excuses. They need a lot of money involved and stuff. It's like people don't just want to work, you know what I'm saying? Like I tell all the time, like, money is not everything, bro. Like, my biggest stuff that happened to me, it wasn't because of money, it was because of relationships. Like, the people who I know behind the scenes, like, they opened doors, they said one thing, they got me in doors, you know what I'm saying? Especially in like music, bro, that shit way more than money. Cause the right person could turn you up overnight, like for real, just by, hey, y'all rock with him. I done seen it. It done happened to me. I'm telling you, like, you know what I'm saying? So I say you gotta use that discernment, cause a lot of people are just so money hungry and just they so driven off money, that they'll miss the opportunity to build like something real with some real people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like for example, you might have a dude make beats. You got an artist, you got a cameraman. They all trying to figure it out. Hey, why don't y'all just three work together, create y'all own vibe. Y'all all three contributing to the vibe, you know what I'm saying? And y'all make money together, like it's just easy. Or y'all can just be in your own ways. Hey, I charge this much for this beat. I charge this much for a verse. I charge this much for the video. And then y'all don't even work. Or y'all don't even do nothing at all, like, cause y'all let the money get in the way versus, you know what, I like your visuals, cause they really hard. And you go hard rapping. But hey, you make some hard beats. Let's make some dope content and just run, you know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't even have to spend no money. Think about how many reels and stuff they could post like on a daily. You like, real talk.
Speak about life right.
Man, this shit is crazy. It's like, it don't make sense. It's like, bro, we could do this all day long. But you'd rather $200, $300 for this video, or you'd rather me try to spend $500 for this beat and never work with your ass again, or pay this verse one time, and like that shit, I don't know. Maybe I think different, I don't know. I just feel like people let their pride and ego get in the way, cause even me, bro, like, you know, like, I get real bags for shows and stuff, and like, I still work with people and try to, you know, I even downplay myself, not downplay myself, but I'm humble enough to, like, I'm not more high and mighty, I'm not better than nobody, you know what I'm saying? I just work harder than a lot of people. That's what I say. I ain't better than nobody. I come from the slums. If you see where I come from, you be like, God damn, you made it. Just to even be here is a blessing. To be alive where I'm from, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it, bro. I just feel like a lot of people just need to collaborate more, man. And work, you know, just work, bro. It ain't all about money. When you get stuck on that money shit, man, that shit, money come and go. That phrase is so real. I done had so much bread, I done lost bread, I done had so much again, lost it. I'm talking all the time, bro. I told you I blew money on that watch all the time. I don't want to tell you what happened after, but I'm back up again, though. That's what matters. I'm back up again. I'm back up again. Now we're gonna keep it G on what's good here. That's what the G stand for. What's good? What's G?
For real. And that, to me, that's the common theme when it comes to the Black Panther Party. Because when I think about what Huey P and Bobby Seale really were doing, it's like they were sitting down, just like we're sitting down, having a conversation. And they were like, yo, do you want to be the chairman or minister of defense? Don't matter to me, dog. So imagine two grown men who started a party or a political party that was so influential, just having a conversation about, well, what do we want to change about ourselves and about our people?
That's how I start.
And then they just did it. And that's what became inspirational to so many others. But when we don't have that education because, you know, our parents are teen parents, or we are in neighborhoods that intentionally don't educate, or they are throwing us up in jails and prisons, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, my situations. So yeah. we got different things that keep us at the bottom of the barrel instead of just literally claw by claw. Well, let's pull this person out. Let's pull that person out, and just doing
that's the unity. But that's the unity is the key. I tell people that all the time. it's the most simplest term, the most simplest thing you could say, but the most hardest task for us to do. If we unify, bro, like even when Tariq Nasheed and Dr. Umar back in the day when they was talking about the dollar, if everybody just put $1 in the black community and let it circulate for, like how much that'll change our whole, economic shit. How many people would want to do it? Nobody hardly ever want. Like it was crazy. It's crazy. It's that simple though. Shit really be that simple. We make it way more complicated than what it got to be, for real. That's how I feel. Unity is the key, man. Stop hating. Everybody can't be that nigga. Everybody just play your role. Play your role.
Too self-absorbed.
Play your. I ain't gonna lie. That was my number. Like, okay, like I tell people, like in football, I go back to football. My senior year, they had so much pressure on us. They was like, yo, if y'all don't win this year, y'all gonna be the first class. I mean, y'all gonna be the last chance that we have to keep the tradition going. Cause at my school, we had won at least a championship every decade.
Okay, I got you.
So now it's like, the last one we won at the time was 95. The decade then came to 2005, we still didn't get it. Even though we was supposed to get it, had ranked players in the nation, all type. Cold team, lost. You remember Joe McKnight? Y'all remember Joe McKnight? Rest in peace. Played for the Jets, played for USC.
He was running back.
Running back.
Yeah.
He got killed in, dude had killed him in road rage in New Orleans on some dumb shit. White man shot him. Shit crazy. But his first play at running back was against us, that team, and he scored, bro. That shit was crazy. He scored, and that defense we had was so cold. That's why we knew he was gonna be cold back then. He was like a sophomore. They had put him in running back for the first time. He housed that bitch to win the game against us in the playoffs. His first carry. That shit was crazy, bro. I was like, what? You know what I'm saying? But man, I forgot what we was talking about. I forgot what.
Everybody playing their role.
Oh, playing the role. That's what I was about to talk about. Playing the role. Bruh, my senior year, I'll never forget. I was like, man, I watched so many teams lose. We get close. And like I said, they putting all this pressure on us like, hey, we ain't had one in the last decade. Like, y'all the last hope. Like, okay, cool. So, man, I took it on myself like, all right, fuck that. We finna really win this shit. Like, I watched what everybody else do. I seen their work ethic. I seen how they was moving. I seen their leadership. I took the good from each one. All the bad, we ain't fucking with that at all. So, man, I started like spring break. That's when it started for me. I told everybody, hey, y'all thought y'all going to the beach? Fuck that. Ain't nobody going to no damn beach. We finna be in these sandboxes doing these drills, doing 7-on-7 and working out every day and running. Y'all talking about y'all want to win, that's what the fuck we gonna do. But I ain't gonna lie, my boys, they so real, they was like, shit, let's go then. You ain't said shit. Come on. You know what I'm saying? So like, boy, we out there like, we about 40 deep. Instead of, everybody going to spring breaks and shit, we about 40 deep out there. 40 of us on the team, 50 people. On our own doing this shit every day. We gonna be out here every day, get this work. Then it got to the summertime. I remember how we used to always work out with everybody else. I said, you know what? We gonna do that. Then we gonna do our own little workout right after this motherfucker. Condition with me. Soon as we finish working, everybody think, nah, come on. We gotta go run some more. They like, damn, this nigga tripping. But at the same time, we was out working every class before us. We putting in the work. Some people might have been not as talented as the other guys from them classes, but they was out working the whole time. It's like I'm subliminally making them outwork them the whole time. I'm on them. Every day though, we did it, bro. And it's so crazy because like it came down to just play. And my city, they still talk about it to this day. Where I had ran this kick return back, basically to win the game type stuff. And it was like we was down by 9. And in football, we down by 9 with like a minute and 30 left. And they got the ball.
Damn.
So it was crazy. So, man, everybody on our team crying and shit. They like, damn, not again. It's over. We finna go home. I'm over there cussing everybody like, get your ass up. It ain't fucking over. It ain't over till I'm going off on everybody. So then it's time defense go out there. Like I said, they got the ball. I said, look, we finna stop these motherfuckers, get the ball, let's go. Then we're gonna have to try to get it back again. I don't know how we finna do this. So I made every tackle. First down, I made a tackle. Second down, I made a tackle. Third down, Alright, 4th down. I don't know what the fuck I'm finna do. I said, man, I'm finna talk crazy to this snapper. Bro, I started talking crazy to this man. I know he probably still want to kill me, man. I was saying, I said, man, I gotta make him out his body. I was saying the most reckless shit that came to my mind, bro. I'm talking about everything. His mama, everything. I'm talking about that dude a hot, like, man, fuck, he started talking crazy, man, fuck you, boy. I'll fight you, He wanted to fight me. I said, yeah, I got him now. So then, and what he didn't know was I had remembered his snap count. So I knew when he was gonna snap the ball. So right before he snapped it, I ifed at him. He snapped that mother like 20 yards. We chased it down. We get a safety. Now we down by 7. It's like, oh shit. Oh, it's real. We can come back. Oh, I like this shit worked. I was like, oh shit, it worked. I'm like, so then next thing I'm like, man, fuck that. I said, man, coach, put me in the back. Cause I was the secondary kick return.
I got you.
I'm like, coach, put me in the back. He like, no, we're gonna put the athletes back there. So, you know, the receivers, running backs. I'm like, man, fuck all that. Put me back there. Dead ass. I'm like, man, you ain't hearing me. Fuck that. Put me back there. He like, all right. So he put me on the front line, like in the front people. I said, you not listening to me. Fuck that. All right. So I grabbed they put one of our freshmen, my boy John, he coaching now down there.
Okay.
But they put him back there. I told him, I said, hey, you switching with me. I pushed his ass to the front and I went to the back. The coach looking at me like, they said, fuck it, we ain't got nothing to lose anyway. Fuck it. So I'm back there, I'm like, fuck that shit, let's go. So they go out to do the kick return or whatever. So I'm back there, I'll never forget that shit. I said, God, they kick me this ball, I'ma score it. As soon as I said that shit though, boom. I said, oh shit, they kicked it. I'm looking, oh shit, they been coming straight to me. I said, oh shit, that shit came straight to me. I was like, oh shit, boom. Then the craziest part is like, in a moment, I didn't realize this happened, but after the game, when we watched the film with the coaches, they said, Sellers, I don't know how the hell you scored this ball, cause not one person blocked. Bruh, that shit was crazy. Nobody blocked. When I looked up, bro, when soon as I got the ball, by the time I looked up, it was like 2 people screaming finna smack me. I had did a move and stiffed on one to the ground, and then I shook the other one, and then I hit the sideline. Hit the sideline, gone. I ran for like 72. Out of there. Scored that bitch. But that shit was crazy though. But everybody like, it took, I said all that to say that getting to that moment, everybody had to play their role. They played it well. And we ended up winning the championship.
Well, maybe I want to expand on that that role part, because I mean, I think once we do divorce football, if you will, there comes a point where we have to build something that, at least in my head, the Most High said, this is what I need, this is how you're gonna get your touchdown in life. And we need the perfect team and everybody to play their actual roles in our lives so that we can get to the destination. And I'm wondering, what has that process been like for you, just building a solid team that helps you push your music, your message, and what has that been like for you?
Honestly, bro, it's so funny you said that, bro, because me and my engineer was just talking the other night, like, it's crazy, we need more people like us to work with. He was like, yo, we just was talking about it, it's just crazy. But nah, pretty much, bro, honestly, me and my engineer is like the team, bro. Like dead ass, like from shooting videos with it, like he edit videos, I edit videos, we plan strategically how we finna move certain stuff. Like, I could honestly say like me and him communicate the most out of anybody in my life, man. Like that's like me and him really like the team, for real. Like damn near everything you see is pretty much me and him. If it ain't all me, it's him, or vice versa. So, and I would say this though, because of how stuff been played out, because I tried to build teams before and people just wouldn't deliver, they wouldn't come through, they would scam me on money, try to take advantage of my kindness for weakness, like, oh, he giving back to the community, we can take advantage. No, I would crash on you, but I am not one of them, you hear me? So it's like, yeah. So I had to take a step back before, I put myself in a position, So I say the people for me is my team. Like the fans, the people, that's my team. And that's why I actually connect with real people all the time. Like I'm not too big to go in the crowd and chill with them and talk to them and actually get to know them. Like I still talk to like fans I meet all the time. Like, and I talk to I support, tell them happy birthdays, all type of stuff. But to me, that's real building community too, though. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't understand how that can impact people. Like I didn't even realize like how big I was or like how my impact was until like people hit me up all the time like, yo, you changed my life, or you made me think differently in certain ways, or you so real. Just watching you move and you never gave up after all you've been through is crazy. Like damn, dude, like you know what I'm saying? Like people telling me that shit like confirms like what I feel. You're like, damn, I bet I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm moving on the right path. You know what I'm saying? So, and I took that approach from Pac. Again, you know what I'm saying? Tupac was a person of the people. He going around messing with the kids and all that type. Like, so I took that same approach. Like I tell people all the time, like I'm gonna be the real generation Pac. Everybody always say that shit, but they don't really be like on what he was on. But I really be on what he was on. Like it's so funny. So it's like, yeah.
And the beautiful thing about Pac and the Black Panther Party is Oakland. I just gotta plug that in, cause
there you go.
I have to, man. Cause it once
don't forget, you hear me, y'all. You know who y'all cousins is.
So yeah, no, that definitely resonates, and it is that mixture of you have a tribe and you gotta have a reliable community and a fan base that supports basically your support of them, because I feel charged with at least having some energetic exchange with Shadur, because I mean we're at this point where, I mean, if you look at Deion Sanders and he's in that super duper fast mode and one of the best at his position, and then he raises these amazing young men, at least from my perception, and you see Shadur loves to be around the actual community. He's in Cleveland, he's at Popeyes.
That's why fathers are important.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, in my head, I'm thinking, okay, he'll be a first round draft pick, maybe like half the people who watch football, and then the other half, maybe more than half, are like, yeah, he ain't getting drafted.
I say, to be honest, that's I think a reason why people hate on Shadur so much too is because Deion low key is like an ideal father figure. Like you can't tell me you wouldn't want him to be your father if you didn't have a dad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like it, the way that he puts it, like if you got wounds that you didn't heal from your whatever trauma you got going, it's gonna affect you. Like, it's gonna make you be on some hate shit. Like how Kevin Gates said he was jealous of his cousin because he had more than him and shit. It's gonna be on some shit like that. You gonna be like, man, fuck that, man.
This is just me being curious. Do you think it's a similar thing with why people don't like LeBron?
No.
Outside of the perception of flops?
Nah, LeBron, I think.
Shout out Cleveland.
I think LeBron's situation is it's different than that, cause LeBron and Deion is two totally different people and how they move. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna give you a politically correct answer.
No, I feel that.
I might need a LeBron endorsement one day.
And there's a whole nother aspect, because I mean, I would love a Dion endorsement. I would love a
Because I rock with
Shiloh,
LeBron off the court.
Shador, and the reason why I'm naming like those guys in particular is because they went to CU, and when I think about going from a HBCU to the exact state where I've lived most of my life, and doing something that most people just haven't done at CU in terms of, okay, we won a few games. And I'm not saying I'm a CU fan per se, but what I'm saying is I'm a fan of football. So I can tell when a coach is actually getting the team rallied up, and then I know when there's a culture issue just from observations. You know, if we think about the Raiders, it's a culture issue. When you have a culture issue, it always starts at the top. Whoever the CEO is, they're the ones that have some version of control over policies that are made, coaches that are hired, this, that, and the third, and then it's a trickle-down effect. If that person at the top is not serious about bringing something of love and value to the team, then it's like, well, who wants to play for them? And as you said, for Dion, I mean, he is a great father figure, especially when it comes to our perceptions of fathers as black men. Because being a father as a black man, it is one of the most challenging things, and I'm understanding that in my own journey.
No,
and
for sure.
It's like no matter how peaceful I have tried to keep things, it's like something always comes up. You're typically the one that's at fault just by default, you know? And that's the thing. It's like you might be able to get a break in terms of being immediately close to your children and they're doing what they're doing, but in terms of, well, whose fault it is if there's not enough money, like that shit is always going to circle back to us. And I've had to make peace with my inner child just thinking, hey bro, I mean, the one thing that I did do right is have a very specific conversation with my child's mom, and I said, hey, do you want to have a child with me? And that at least gave mutual love, as opposed to, well, this is something that I don't actually want as a man. Like, I wanted to be a father, and wanting to be a father, that's almost part one. Part two is learning discernment, learning our triggers, learning the things that make us vibe with a woman on a sustainable level, and stay for the full ride. And I think Dion, he's shown us, hey, sometimes that full ride scholarship don't work the same in life and women. It's like you might think you scored the whole thing, and it's like, dang, you know, there's parts of the game you just weren't ready for. And I just say all of that because Dion, I think he really figured something out with Shador, and I think they earned an opportunity to be drafted way before the 5th round. So in my song Too Legendary, I just keep it a buck. I'm like, this is just, you can't sabotage me, you know? Because God is doing what others are not even getting to sniff, you know? Like when I saw the one video with Shiloh, and he was like, yo, Shador, look around you, bro. Like, they have a football field in the backyard. That's how good our dad was. Would that not be awesome to say to somebody that came from you one day? Like, you see this, son? Like, it's almost on some Lion King stuff. This is your world. And that's how I feel we have to be as a people. We got to get back to this whole thing is ours. We just have to learn how to share.
I don't think us as a people need to learn it. I think a specific group of people need to learn it. But I don't want to get what's good canceled, so we're gonna be quiet. We're gonna be quiet on that one. But I'd be jealous. I'd be jealous all day.
Well, let me ask this, because this is something we also talked about at one point, but at least me and Vic were talking about this a little earlier. What was your experience at Wakanda Weekend? Because with Wakanda Weekend, my thought is you bring black excellence and African excellence together. We have this type of conversation. We build with folks from different parts of the world, and we talk about black and African excellence through performance, whether it's the drumming, the conversation with the panelists, and then the performances and wellness days after. So what was your experience at Wakanda Weekend when we met up?
I actually enjoyed it myself. It was dope connecting with the people, seeing a couple of the kids rocking with us. That was pretty cool. Met some dope people. They had dope performances. That was fun for everybody performing, creating the songs and stuff. That was dope. I thought it was a real community event. How about to say? And as far, my people came out. My people came way out here.
What is that?
5 minutes.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, I was finna tell them, hey.
The phone had turned off.
Yeah, so we always got.
Yeah, but I enjoyed myself on the weekend though, for sure. It was dope. Like I said, met dope people, dope artists. Shout out See Who Won't Be Named. Who else I met? Asha Renee. She Hard. A couple more people. What was the band name? The group.
Oh, DCI Tour?
DCI Tour. Yeah, shout out DCI Tour. Y'all hard too. I like what y'all doing for sure. Yeah, and I ain't had no complaints at all. Like, it was dope. I had fun. Only thing I would say afterwards, I wish that we would have connected more, just kind of stayed in contact, or try to keep some little community, like just keep the shit going.
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like that was a dope weekend that we should just like keep that going. Y'all definitely gotta keep that going out here.
And I appreciate you saying that, because I'm working on an organization called Peace Medi Moves. And Peace Medi Moves is really centered on the wellness, the mindfulness, and the martial arts. And every Monday right now, for example, like I go to Green Valley Ranch, and from 4 to 5:30, I'm training the community, free, pay what you can. And once a month, we also have a community gathering. And within those gatherings, we drum, we eat, we talk about finances. And what's really dope is we had this brother talk about trust, like trust funds.
Oh yeah.
And when
That's
you think,
major.
yeah, you know what I mean? And we'll expand on that in a second. But when I think about Peace Medi Moves, I think it's this opportunity to co-create a tribe and also a team. Because to me, they're different, but I like both, because a tribe they can coexist in different areas of the world, and we understand the assignments because we have a shared mission.
Yep.
So that's where the financial literacy comes through. But when you think about culturally, people wanting to expand their consciousness, for me, that became a standard through our drumming. When we think about, for example, martial arts, when it's just shown to us on the media, I mean, if you're looking at Rush Hour, that's kind of like the silly version. But when you think about black men doing martial arts, we are exposed to the drums. It's ceremony. It's not just some random, like, oh, just throw some gloves on and that's it. To me, the way that we really decided, well, you get this and you get that, it's through ceremonial, if we're just keeping it a buck, fights. It was kind of some Wakanda type of vibes where you have a tribe from different tribes come together. Somebody has to become the head honcho, and you just duke it out. And I say that because Peace Medi Moves is a way to soften that approach, but allow people to protect themselves in a community where people are lacking those boundaries. People are lacking discipline the way that I feel when we were playing sports. I mean, we cared. At least that's what I did, but I didn't always have maybe that extra push, and I didn't know how to access it from spirit either. It was just like, oh, well, I'm here, but I don't know who I am just yet. So that's why I went from Sean Don the Truth, if we're talking about artists, but then I became Bushinga Kulinda Shamba Aaron Ali, because I felt spirit was pushing me and kind of swirling me around to do something way bigger than just, yeah, I'm Sean, everybody. That just wasn't enough. And Peace Medi Moves kind of helped me through that.
Shout out Peace Medi Moves.
Yeah, that's what's good with me right now, bro.
Yeah, bro. Well, I appreciate you for bringing me out here. It's always a pleasure. Yeah, if y'all want to follow me, it's _ Huey P Newton, or you go to my website, K.I.D, HueyP.com. Everything's there. I appreciate you if you tap in. If you don't, God bless you.
I'll follow that up with, you can tap in, you can't tap in, it don't matter, but it's Bubba Peace, .bpeace on Instagram, and pretty much Bubba Peace on any platform. And yeah, book me for martial arts, mindfulness, music. I got you.
Yo.